you, for GCSE, you have come across where the centre of the circle. Oh, God. Why is that? Which mic do I have to lose? Oh, no. Oh, that's not funny. That's bloody annoying. Ow. Right, there's the person who's going to fail this further maths. That's annoying. You're wasting valuable time. Right, okay. Shush. So for IGCSE, you need to know where you've got the centre is the origin, and it's something like x squared plus y squared equals 16. Say x squared plus y squared equals 16. The 16 is the radius squared. So if you were suddenly being asked to plot x squared plus y squared equals 16, you just basically draw the circle going through 4. Okay, going through 4, 4, minus 4, minus 4, because the right-hand side is the radius squared. And that's all you need for IGCSE and GCSE. Okay, occasionally crops up. You might have to do it crops up in simultaneous equations. You might have to draw it, and then there'll be a line across it. You have to estimate the solutions or something. Now, for further maths, we need to go for circles which are not having the origin. Okay, so let's say, for example, we've got the circle which has got the centre, let's say the coordinates 2, 3. All right, and then we've just got some big circle going off at that. Okay, now, the way the equation of a circle where the centre is not the origin works, it is x minus 2 all squared plus y minus 3 all squared equals whatever the radius was squared. Not worry too much about the radius. So the point is, whatever the coordinate is, which is the centre, it's minusing that. So if the centre of the circle is 2, 3, and they ask you to write out the equation of the line, it's x minus 2 and x minus 2, y minus 3. Okay? If we went and had the centre of the circle being, say, minus 2 minus 3, it would be x plus 2 and y plus 3. Still always a plus sign in the middle. Okay? But if this is just the transformation of the graph, just really shifting that back to the origin, if you like. So that's the only learning point here, okay? It's just that is, so where the centre, so let's just get this really clear for your notes. So where the centre is the coordinate 2, 3, then that is your line. That is your circle. So let's just turn the pages of the Corbett Maths worksheet. Okay, find the equation of this circle. So you could straight away go and say, what's going to be in my first bracket? Anyone? Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm selecting specific questions. Yeah, I forget, sorry. Is it question 2? Yeah. Sorry, so question 2, please. I think question 1 was like a GCSE one. So x plus 24 all squared, lovely. Plus, no, y minus 7 all squared. And then we're going to need to do a bit of work to work out the radius squared. So, Pythagoras, go to the diagram and go and draw in this little triangle. So, obviously the hypotenuse there is the radius. What is the base of my triangle? What's that length? 24. So I've gone 24 to the left. What's the height of that triangle? 7. And that is the radius. So we know from Pythagoras, side working, r squared equals 24 squared plus 7 squared. So obviously that's how I've worked out what my r squared is. Don't need to spend time doing that now. So let's just go over that again. The question is asked us to find the equation of a circle. We know the oh no, sorry, I've got this wrong, haven't I? Sorry, let's start again. What is the centre of the circle on this one?
Oh.
Yeah. So just the bit on the left is wrong, but all this work we've just done is not wrong. So that bit there was obviously garbage. I was thinking minus 24/7 was the centre. I do apologise. The centre is the origin. So x squared plus y squared equals the radius squared. Everything else I just said applies. To work out what the radius is, we've needed to do that work that I've just done. So apologies. I wasn't even looking at the diagram. I was assuming minus 24/7 was the centre. It isn't. It's everybody clear that the centre of that circle is the origin. You can see from the diagram and the first sentence of the question. Right. So r squared, so whatever 24 squared plus 7 squared, that is your right-hand side. Don't go and square root it because you want it to be the radius squared. Anyone worked out what 24 squared plus 7 squared is? Yeah, so that would be your final answer. X squared plus y squared equals 625. Right. I didn't note which question it was. Can somebody please turn the pages until you get to the one that starts off x minus 3? Question 7, please. So, all have a bit of a think. What's going to be the centre of that circle? Have a think, don't call it out yet. You write it on your sheet. What do you think is the centre of that circle? What do you think the radius is? And how would you show that that's... Just have a bit of a think about question 7. Write down your answers. I'll do it in about 30 seconds' time. So anyone, what's the centre? 3 minus 2. What's the radius? Good. Because remember the right-hand side is the radius squared. And all you have to do to show 6,2 lies on the circle, substitute it in. So you just say 6 minus 3 all squared. I'm just substituting in the x value. You substitute in the y value, 2 plus 2 all squared. And it will sit on the circle if you do indeed get 25. Okay, so to prove that something lies on the circle, it satisfies the equation. So you just go and take what it's, so there's my 6, I've subbed it in. There's my 3, there's my 2, I've subbed it in. And then you just, fingers crossed, you actually do get 25. So 6, 8, 3, 3, so that's 9. 2, 2 to 4. 4, 4 to 16, and 16 and 9 does equal 25, and then you say, therefore it sits on the circle, therefore lies on C. If it did not equal 25, you just say, does not lie on C. If it said, prove that it's inside the circle, what would you want the number to be less than? 25. If it said, prove that it's outside the circle, just sub in and make sure you get more than 25. Right, the next one, there's only 6 that I wanted to, several wanted to start on. Right, okay, so question 8, this is question 8, I can tell. Please, can you write, again, can you just write down the equation of the circle? We don't need to do part B, we've just gone and seen how B works. Let's just do part A. So question 8, please, can you just do part A? So that's all you had to do for part from 8A. And obviously for part B, substitute 7 in, substitute 4 in, and D gets 6. No, we might as well do it. Let's substitute in. So 7 take away 5 all squared, plus 4 take away 2 all squared. That's 2 squared plus 2 squared, which is 4 plus 4 equals 8. It does not lie on the circle, if I've done that maths right. 7 minus, no, I haven't done it right. 4, yes, I have done 4 minus, I have done it right. So 8 does not equal 16. This is how you write it. 8 does not equal 16, therefore 7, 4 does not lie on the circle. Now, the very last question I think this is a likely one to come up because it combines two skills. You're going to need to complete the square on this one before you can answer the question. This is hard as it will get. And now, Dr. Frost, I think I can only find one like this, okay? I don't know, you'll have to flick through until you see. It's after 8. 14. 14. So, start off by rearranging it to get all the x components first. So I'm just changing the order. So I've done nothing clever there, guys. I've just put the x components first. So x squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 14y plus 49 equals 0. Now go and complete the square for both components. So I'm just going to do this bit in red. So when I get x squared minus 6x, I get x minus 3 all squared, and I'm minus 9. Just make sure you can all remember how to do that. We've halved the minus 6 to get minus 3. So that bit in red is the same as the circle bit in red. Repeat for the y bit. Again, don't just copy mine. I'm relying on you just to check that you agree with what I've done. So I haven't got the answer written down anywhere. Okay. Then go and just gather up all your normal numbers at the end. I'm going to keep the colour coordination going, I think. So we've got the x minus 3 all squared to start with. Then the plus y plus 7 all squared. And we're going to, so gather them up and take them over to the other side. So that's going to be equaling 9. So what is the centre of the circle just from that? Good. And then for part B, yes. So I think that's a very nice question because it combines two skills. Okay, so and that's it, folks. Okay, no, it's not that hard. It's all A-level stuff. This is all stuff you do lower sixth maths. Okay, so apologies for that getting that first one wrong. I'm glad we noticed before we moved on. Okay, so I don't feel you need to do any more of that corporate maths worksheet. But do get the Dr. Frost questions done. That's all adding to the evidence to support any grades. All right? There'll be testing, but there also is going to be me looking at all the Dr. Frost evidence. Yes. On what assignment? Well, you shouldn't even have started it yet. Right. Okay, all right, yeah, fine, yeah.